Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you could hear me. If you could hear my audio loud and clear, just let me know in the chat box. Please type 1. Okay, so you might be watching this right now via Zoom, or you might be watching this live in our Facebook page. For those people who are here today for the first time, please note that this is a global business opportunity presentation by Forever Living Products, and welcome. So my name is Marian Esguerra, and this is my husband. And tonight, we will be sharing with you the global business that we started 13 years ago and how it changed our lives and how it could help you too. So right now that we are facing the pandemic, it's very important that we have a plan B, simply because there are a lot of things right now that are unstable. And part of that is our career or our income, our source of income. So it's really, really timely that if you're not yet having your own plan B, or if you do not have yet a business on the side, right now is the best time to start your home-based forever business during the pandemic. So let me just give you a brief background about myself and my husband. I used to work with one of the medical companies in Dubai, UAE. I'm an overseas Filipino worker, or an OFW. And during that time, the reason why I was working in Dubai, because I thought that I would be earning much more than when I'm working back home here in the Philippines. But I was wrong, because on my fourth year on my job, I lost my job during that time. And that was simply because that year in 2013, all right, 2013 December, that was one of the peak months wherein there was a recession in the whole world. And Dubai was widely affected, and my company was affected. So they started to um, lay off around 40% of our employees, and I was one of them. So during the time, I remember I was really looking for something that would replace my job. But I was not looking anymore for another job. I was looking for something stable, something that will not leave me hanging during any recession, or any instability in the economy. So I was introduced into Forever Living Products. And at that time, I was quite skeptical, because I was really, really not sure if this is the type of business that I want to start. But what I did is I used the products. I was looking for a weight management program. I was just simply looking for a product that would change my life, because I was gaining a lot of weight due to a lot of stress, financial stress during that time. And I was really highly constipated. I just go to the toilet 3 times a week. That's how bad my digestion was. So I tried their 9 days cleansing program, and in 9 days, I saw immediate effect. And the great thing about that is that I saw how effective it was on my skin, on my weight, and on how I felt. So I gained a lot more confidence. I just went back to the old me, and then I started performing at my best. And that's the time that made me decide that I will do the business of forever. So fast forward, when I started doing the business, 2 years part-time, I was able to earn more than my salary because I found another job. But on the side, I was already doing the business. And after 2 years doing part-time, I decided to quit and join my husband in the business. All right. So until today, we're doing Forever Living Products, and it's the only business that we are doing as a couple. Now, my husband, on the other hand, used to work in one of the biggest malls in the UAE. He's also an OFW, or an overseas Filipino worker. Now, at this picture, you would see him. He's actually working for a furniture shop. And when you work for sales in a mall, the timing is really crazy. You have to go to work at least 6 days a week, 9 hours per day. And not to mention, there are a lot of times that he is working on night shift, and that's crazy. So that was okay because that's part of the job. But the bad part of that is that not only is he sacrificing his health and his sleep, he's also sacrificing his pocket. So he was just earning a very low or minimum type of salary and spending on his house. He's just on a bed space, sending money back home in the Philippines to his parents. It was really not enough. He was not saving anything. In fact, he was also in debt. So at that point of his life, he was looking for a business that would help him at least earn an extra income, something that would supplement his daily needs. And he met Forever Living Products through a friend. He was also skeptical at first, but when he saw somebody already earning 3 times of his salary in just doing the business in 3 to 4 months, all right, with 100% full heart, he was really convinced and he started the business right away. All right, so right now, he and I are doing the business together. This is a family business, and we never look back to our employment. We've already burned the bridge, and tonight we will be sharing with you how great the company is, how stable it is, and how it could change your life. Okay, so just to add more on our background, in the last 13 years, we've built the business um, stable. All right, so it's not only something that we would do half-heartedly. We really put our heart into it. It's like putting our 100% every day. We always touch the business every day. And in the last 13 years, we've built a network and team all over the world. Right now, we are earning around 12 currencies all over the world, thanks to Forever. And we've achieved Sapphire managers in the business. That means we have 9 strong leaders, direct, and a lot of managers in our team. So we've developed around 80 managers in our team who are doing this business independently. And we've also qualified for free travels, right? And we've also participated in the company's advocacy to help people. And one of that is Rise Against Hunger. So we feed people, especially in Africa, who needs the most. And we've also qualified for another free travel, which was in Thailand. So we've actually qualified for all of the incentives in Forever in the last 13 years. And that I will be explaining to you how you could achieve that as well. All right. So currently in our situation right now, we all know that we are facing a pandemic situation. And whether we like it or not, we don't know when it will last. So a lot of economists say that this will last in the next 5 years, and we still don't know if that's sure or not. But whether it's gonna take 5 or 10 years, all right, we have to be prepared and we have to be aware of how we will manage our lives, especially right now in this critical situation. Now, I want you to look at this article. This was featured in cnbc.com. And according to this article, they said that 10,000 stores are expected to close in 2021, which is this year, as pandemic continues to pummel retailers. So, and you must have heard a lot of shops already closed, especially the small businesses, and even hit other big businesses, the renowned companies right now. So there are still more stores that are expected to close and still be affected economically. Now, on this news in United Nations News or UN News, they said that the COVID crisis will push global unemployment over 200 million mark in 2022. So that would be until next year. All right. And according to the Diplomat, which is an Asian Pacific news online, they said that there's a long road ahead for the Philippine economy, and the World Bank slashed its growth projection for this year, indicating an economic recovery may take longer than expected. All right. So these are just real articles that you would see online right now. And I'm sure there's a lot more news that you would be reading or you would have read already. All right. So that's our current situation. Now, you might be wondering, if you are to start your own business, a side hustle or a plan B, something that you would like to get an extra income from, what type of business would you start? Now, let me just share with you these 3 mega trends. Right now, the future of business depends on these 3 mega trends. because the old type or the traditional type of businesses won't work, especially in this type of situation. Everything has evolved, technology has evolved, the way to do business already has evolved, and you, if you are going to start your business or if you're currently doing your business right now, you must take note that you are within these three mega trends. So number one is your business must be in network marketing. Now, why network marketing? Because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry and is responsible for creating more millionaires than any other industry. We've already heard this years ago, but right now, it's creating even more millionaires during the time of pandemic. In fact, Forever Living Products last year was able to join in 1 million new distributors in the company. They're both using the products and they're both doing the business. And that's the highest recorded, especially in the time of pandemic. So that's the power of network marketing. Number two is online marketing. The internet plays a major part in our lives in many different ways, whether it's communication, relationships, education, commerce, entertainment, and even much more. That's why you would see right now that a lot of people have their own smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone right now, you would be out of the race. You must know how to use social media, the internet, you must have Wi-Fi at your home or wherever you are, and you must know how to communicate or even use the internet itself. This is something that you must have. This is a skill or something that you could learn. Okay, otherwise, you're simply out of the game. Now, number three is health and wellness. Today, more than ever, health is challenged, and we all know that, especially during the pandemic we're in. There's a strong virus that affects a lot of people, and the only way, or one of the ways rather, to combat that is to have a stronger immune system. Now, people don't have a healthy diet. They don't have proper hydration, enough exercise. They have a lot of stress and don't sleep enough. However, people want to be healthy. All right. So 10, 20 years ago, a lot of people already know that they want to be healthy, but they always believed in medicines prescribed by doctors or medical professionals. All right. And what happens is that they start to realize right now that preventive is better than cure, especially in this type of situation. That's why the health and wellness industry is a very big industry, and it's timely that your business falls into this category. All right. So these are the three mega trends that you should look into if you are going to start your own side hustle, part-time business, or extra income type of business. Now, you might be wondering, why network marketing? So according to Robert Kiyosaki, who is a famous author who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay, that book, he said that the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. This is true enough because a lot of people who work, who are employees, they actually sell their time to their boss or to the company. So they're only paid for that certain number of hours. And if they don't work, there's no pay. And you see a lot of millionaires or billionaires or successful people right now, they actually have big networks because this is type of leverage that they use their hours or their time also to make money. Now, according to Warren Buffett, who is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, he's very well renowned for knowing a lot of about the financial economy, stocks, etc. And he is one of the billionaires in the whole world. He said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And this is true enough. Now, according to Bob Proctor, he said that what you sow, you reap is a law of nature. Network marketing is perfectly aligned with that. You get truly exactly what you're worth. No nepotism, no favoritism. That's rare today. So network marketing is really a straightforward business. What you put in to the business, that's what you get paid for. So very straightforward. Now, if you were to compare network marketing versus a workplace or a job environment, you would see that in a workplace, there's a lot of politics, all right? And if for someone to be able to get a higher salary or probably be promoted to the next position, it's either the boss or the next level will be laid off or repositioned or restructured, or you would need to prove a lot, all right, to get that position or be paid more. So there's really, really a lot of complications in the workplace. And most of the time, some people would pull people down, or in Filipinos, they know it as the crab mentality, just to get above other people and so that they would benefit for themselves. But in network marketing, the more people that you help succeed in the business, the more you succeed and the more you earn and the more you achieve your goals. So it's very straightforward. Okay. Now, according to Robert Kiyosaki, he also wrote another book which is very, very good. I hope you guys read this. It's called The Cash Flow Quadrant, which is the guide to financial freedom. In this book, he made a comparison between 4 ways of income or 4 ways to earn. He split it into ESBI, all right? Now, on the left side, he said that E, which stands for employed, and S for self-employed, is an active type of income, all right? It means that you work for money. No work, no pay, okay? Now, let me explain that. If you are an employee right now, it means that you are getting paid a salary, you work for a boss, you work for a company, you exchange your time and effort for an income. You don't work, you do not get paid. Okay, so that's why if you are in a job right now, you have to work a certain number of hours. You have to show up from Mondays to Fridays every week. And if you go on leave or if you become absent for a certain number of days, some of you or most of you don't get paid because you actually work for the money. Now, self-employed, he said, these are the people who works for themselves but can take a 6-week holiday and their business keeps on going, does not keep on going without them. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, if you're a dentist or probably you are a doctor, okay? So since we're in the health and wellness, let's say you're a doctor or a photographer, if you don't have projects, if you don't show up in your clinic, or if you don't have contracts or projects during a certain period of time, you don't get paid. If you take a 6-week holiday or a 1-month holiday, you don't earn anything. That's what you call self-employed. It means they're also their own boss, but if they don't work, they also don't earn anything. All right. So again, they still work for money. Now, according to Robert Kiyosaki, the right side of this quadrant is the passive income. And this is what he always recommends for people to go to. He said that do not stay so much here because 90% of the people in the world right now are on this side of the quadrant. So as soon as you can, you must be on the passive type of income. Now here, B falls for big business. Okay. And in this type, money works for you. Okay. So it's the other way around. Now, for big businesses, these people have people working hard for them to generate them an income. And usually there's a system and leverage in place. This is the one that I told you earlier, that you have a network and you have people who also do what you do, and the collaborative number of hours will all produce money and you will earn also from that. All right. Now, I stands for investor. An investor, these are the people that have money working hard for them. And these are the people who just play golf and live a good life, and then they still have money in their bank account. It just keeps on coming month after month. Now, being an investor is really good position because you just put in a certain amount of money and then you'll get dividends probably annually or yearly in your bank account. But you have to remember that not everybody can become a big investor in the sense that you can actually play golf all year and still earn. If you're the type of investor who would only invest, let's say, hundreds or thousands, just expect that you will earn a dividend or a profit of hundreds. But if you put in 100,000s or millions, you can expect a dividend of 100,000s and millions as well. All right. So most of the people are not yet on this position right now, because if you don't have a big cash right now or liquid to put into an investment, you cannot make a lot of money yet, in the sense that you could actually take a leave for the whole year and enjoy your life and expect money to come in. That's why right now, if you are just starting your own business and you want to earn a passive income, start here on the big business. All right. And then you can work your way up also as an investor on the side. Okay. Now, let me go to the company. So you might be wondering, what is Forever Living Products? Forever Living Products International is known as the aloe vera company, simply because we are the largest producer and manufacturer of aloe vera in the whole world. And we are under the health and wellness industry, which I told you earlier, which is one of the mega trends. We have been in the world operating for 43 years, and our main headquarters is in Arizona, USA. And the people who manage the company have a total number of 300 years of experience in network marketing and into health and wellness. Now, the company moves a sale or a turnover of over $2.5 billion every year. And we are really proud to say that we are a vertically integrated company. That means that we are in control from the plant, because we have our own plantation. We harvest it by hand, and then we manufacture, we process, we do the research and development, the quality testing, apart from the government's testing, and bottle it before it goes direct or sent to the customers, you and me and our consumers. All right. So this being in place means that Forever Living Products is in control of the pricing, of the quality, and of the supply of aloe vera products. Now, apart from that, Forever Living Products already is a rich company even before this company. And until today, it has assets of over $150 billion. It's a cash-rich and debt-free type of company. And currently, we are proud to say we're operating in over 160 countries and member of the Direct Selling Association. Okay, so this means that if you are sitting right now in the Philippines, or you're in US or in the Middle East or in any parts of the world, as long as we have a branch or an office in a certain type of country, you can actually cater to customers in that country, because the offices will be able to deliver the products to them, and in turn, you will be earning in wherever you are right now just by sitting at your home. Now, this is our office in Scottsdale, Arizona. This is our headquarters. And let me just explain to you how great our business is over a traditional business. A lot of people right now, especially when the pandemic hit, they think that they have to have a business. And most of the people who do not know Forever Living Products or the term leverage or network marketing, they do what used to be done, which is a traditional or conventional type of business. Like I told you earlier, the business right now, the traditional one, does not work anymore. Now it has evolved, and if you are not within the 3 megatrends, you're simply out of the race. So let me give you a comparison between a traditional and forever business. So usually the traditional type of business is they have a manufacturer where they get the products, who actually has the raw materials and create the ingredients of the products. All right. And then this manufacturer would be selling those products to a national agent. So for example, if the manufacturer is in the USA and if they want to distribute it into the Philippines, they need to find a national agent who would be selling in the Philippines. And this national agent, of course, would put a markup or a profit on top of the manufacturer price so that they would earn money. And then for them to be able to reach the whole Philippines and distribute the products, they would look for a wholesaler. Now again, this wholesaler would put another markup or profit on top of the national agent's pricing on the product so that they would make money. And these wholesalers, since they are large wholesalers usually, they would look for retail shops. These are the tindahan or stores or people who actually sells the products directly to the customer. And again, this type of retail shop owners, they would again put a markup on the price of the wholesaler so that they will earn money. So by the time the product goes to the customer is already paying a very high price. All right, if you were going to compare it from the manufacturer's price, because these people in the middle need to make money and they've already put a lot of markup just to make money. All right, so there's a lot of things that happens in traditional business, and there's also a lot of things that you will not be in control of. For example, if the manufacturer falls in shortage of the raw material, what happens is the supply to the national agent, to the wholesaler, to the retail shop, up to the customer will be affected. Even the quality, if the quality changes from the manufacturer, everything will all be affected. And if the manufacturer dictates that they would like to increase the price, all the prices here up to the customer's price will also go up. So there's a lot of things that we are not in control of. Now, what's good about Forever Living is we are a straightforward type of company. Since we are a vertically integrated company, we are already the manufacturer. We produce the actual aloe vera gel, which goes not into only our drinks, but also into our supplements and skincare in our whole product range. Now, what Forever Living did is that for them to be able to help people like you and me who would like to do a business and who would like to earn an extra income probably, they said that they will pay us directly to sell or to market the products to the customer. So if you see here, the procedure here probably takes 5, but here it only takes 3. So you and me, we are going to be Forever business owners, and we will be in contact directly to Forever. So whatever products that we move, that we sell to our customers, Forever Living pays us all the profit that they could pay us. That's why a Forever business owner usually would make more money than a traditional business owner. All right, so I hope you are clear with that. That's the benefit of becoming a Forever business owner. Now, again, in traditional business, usually it also takes a lot of procedures and there's a lot of money involved. Okay, so usually in a traditional business, if you would like to set up an official one in your area, you would have to have a company or product registration or permit so that you would be legally operating. And you would need to have huge inventory and of course warehousing. If you want to scale up your business or make it big, if you want to earn more, of course you would need to have huge inventory. And that means if you have a lot of inventory, if you want to grow your business so big, you would need to hire employees, and that means paying salaries to them month after month. Not only that, also the benefits that they require, like medical benefits, housing benefits, transportation allowances, etc. Okay, again, a lot of money involved. And because of all these money that have been involved here, there's a big total of investment, and that means a bigger risk. And not to mention, there's also shop rentals, commercial space rentals, all right? Because the more strategic your place is or your shop is, of course, the more you would gain profit. So you would have to actually rent a certain shop or space where to operate your business. Now, in Forever Living products, you don't need to take care of those things. And that's actually a lot of headache and a lot of things to take care of or put into consideration. In Forever Living products, you just need to understand that Forever Living already operates in 160 countries. So they already did their assignment by registering the company and even the products into governments. All right. So what you just need to do is to plug in, to just register online with Forever, with your sponsor or the person who invited you. And once you have your own membership ID, you're already part of Forever. You can start using the products and doing your business. And you don't need a very huge inventory or even a warehouse. The great thing about doing this business is, like us, we're only operating from our home, from our room. We only have a strong Wi-Fi internet, we have a laptop, we have our smartphone, and we are running the business globally. So there's no pressure on that. You also don't need to hire and pay for employees because you're only working from home. Usually it's manageable, so you can do it by yourself. And Forever already has its own accounting. You don't need to compute your bonuses, your commissions. They will all already do it for you. You just need to wait for a certain day of the month and you will receive it in your bank account. Now, customer service is also great because we have staff sitting in head offices in all 160 countries who are well versed about the products, who are well versed about the procedures or the company in itself, and then they can answer your queries or inquiries. And they also do the logistics for us. They take care of all the shipments internationally, and our local offices will take care of the shipping to our local customers. So that's really great. They also have their own legal team with all the legalities that needs to be in place. You don't have to take care of that and hire a lawyer, and etc. So here, it's really straightforward. You just need to think of yourself and on how to market the products. Now, with this in consideration, there's only a low investment. You only invest on the products or on the business package that you will be using for yourself to try out so that you can share with your customers. That means it's a low risk type of business. And because you're operating at home, you don't need any shop rentals. And this is really key because if you're spending so much in your shop rental fees, you have to take in consideration that when you are trying to compute your profit. But because you're only operating at your home, you only need a Wi-Fi, smartphone, or a laptop, and that's it. All right, so that's how easy it is. Okay, now to give you an information about how Forever Living Products is better than other network marketing companies, let me just explain to you the comparison. So usually 90% of network marketing companies that I know of and that we see in the market right now, they pay commission based on the point value or bonus value. Okay, they don't pay based on your actual sales or on the retail value. Let me give you an example. This XYZ company, which is another network marketing company, if you are able to sell, let's say, 10,000 US dollars for the month, that's your retail sales, what they do is they still convert that 10,000 to a point value. So they convert it to points. Let's say it becomes 5,000 point value. And then they compute your commission. Let's say you will be paid 10%, not on the 10,000, but against the point value. So if you see here, you will only be paid $500. That's actually half of what actual sales you've done. Now, in Forever Living business, it's very straightforward. If you sell around 10,000 US dollars retail, the company will compute the commission based on the retail value. So 10% of 10,000, you will be earning 1,000 US dollars. So you will be earning what is appropriate for you. All right, so with this two comparison, here you would see your commission goes to 50% less, but here you actually get 100%. So it's more fair when you earn in Forever business. And not only retail, there are also a lot of ways to earn in Forever. We have direct sales, which you can earn between 25 to 43%, indirect sales, 5 to 18%, and even royalty sales, 2 to 6%. Now, if you're gonna compute this on a larger scale of sales, let's say you have 1 million sales every year because you have a big network or big team working with you, this percentage really pays you a lot. Now, the next one is other network marketing companies. Usually, they follow a system called the MLM binary or pairing system. So what they say is that this is you, and you have to recruit people left and right, and you have to pair them so that you will be paid a pairing bonus. And you have to duplicate that below. And what happens here usually is that it's very difficult to pair people. So most of the time, you only are able to recruit on one side of the pair. And if you don't pair people, you actually lose earnings from that. And this type of company really plays the game of recruitment. It means that they pay you on the number of people that you recruit, but not on the actual product movement. And what they usually say is you could register with 10 accounts, 15 accounts, 7 accounts so that you will earn more, because there's always a limit on this type of pay plan. They will tell you that you can only recruit 16 pairs a day. If you recruit your 17th pair, you won't be paid for that anymore. Okay, so this pay plan pays the company but not you as a distributor. Forever Living Products is very simple. Our royalty scheme is very straightforward. If you have one person who is using the products month after month, and on top of that doing the business, you would be paid at least 6% of that actual sales. And if you have more people under that person, you would be paid 3 to 2%. So here in just one line alone, you're already earning the highest royalty bonus by Forever. So what do we do in Forever? How do we do the business? We follow 4 simple steps. We simply use the products. You need to become your own best customer and develop a product testimony. That's what exactly how my husband and I did in Forever. We used the products initially, and then we developed and recorded a strong product testimony. And that is our story into recommending products to people. And until today, we are using everything in the product range. So if you come to our home right now, you would see our bathroom is filled with Forever. We have aloe drinks in our refrigerator. We have honey, everything. We have all the supplements in our home. So we are actually a loyal customer, and we are the brand of our company Forever. Now, what we do is when you use the products and see the benefits, you just need to share it to people. You don't need to overthink too much on how to share it to people. It's usually just a story. It's just like talking to a friend that you just shared what good thing has happened to you. When I started this business before, I just simply showed my before and after photo. And I just told them my story. So there's no hard selling on that, because usually stories sell more, all right, when you say it to customers, because that's a living proof that the product really works. Now, once you share the products, you can now build a team. So here in this business, you also have the liberty to create your own team of business builders like you. People who would use the products and share it to customers and then earn income from that. Now, you don't have to actually have a lot of team. If you develop 5 key leaders, these key people who would do the business loyally every month using the products, really becomes a professional network marketing professional in Forever Living Products, and really has a big team of or network who's also doing the business, you will have a really decent income in Forever. That's why here your only goal is to look for those 5 key people, serious people, professional people who would really develop their own team. All right. Now, number 4 is coach your team. So once you've found those people, you just need to coach them on how to use the products, as simple as that, on how to share it to their customers, and how to build their network. All right. So these are the 4 simple steps that we follow. Very straightforward, not complicated. Now, you might be wondering right now that how could I start this Forever business? How can I join Forever Living Products? You must be 18 years old and above to be able to qualify as a Forever business owner. And you must also have a sponsor or the person who invited you to this business presentation. Okay? Now, that sponsor must be an active Forever business owner too, or doing the business actively or using the products, so that that sponsor would be the person to coach you in this business. Now, what you just need to do is, if you have these 2 requirements, you just need to register online as your sponsor, and through that registration, you will get a FBO ID or Forever Business Owner ID. And this ID would allow you to purchase the Start Your Journey pack to qualify for the business level. Okay, so there is a pack that you would have to purchase because this type of pack would have products for you to try. Okay, so this is our business starter pack called the Start Your Journey pack. It's usually a combination between 23 to 25 products, depending on the country where you are in right now. And if you have your own FBO ID or Forever Business Owner ID, you will only be paying 485 US dollars for this pack, or 1,189 dirhams, 1,352 Saudi riyals, or 18,177 in Philippine peso. Okay, so as you can see in this pack, usually it consists of aloe drinks, aloe vera personal care, skincare as well, and nutritional supplements. So you would have a taste of each of the product line. And I recommend you that as soon as you get the business starter pack, you use it and share it to your family so that you can develop a strong testimony, and then you can now start sharing it with your customers. So again, once you get this business pack, you will be promoted or qualified for a business level, and then you can now start doing business globally. You will have a website or a web store wherein you can have your own e-commerce. So you can have customers from North America, South America, Middle East, Africa, Europe, Asia, and in other parts of the world. This is how it will look like. You would see here your name, and these products would be on retail prices. So whoever whom you've shared your link, they can just shop here online, add to cart, pay online, and then the products will be delivered to their home. Okay, that's simple. Now, I'd like to share with you some people who've already made a mark in this business, because you might be wondering, if you are going to start the business right now, you might be telling yourself, like what I said to myself before, that I'm just an ordinary person and I don't have the skills to know about health and wellness, how to share it to people. Can I really make a successful business out of Forever Living products? Now, let me share with you this woman. So, Juraid and Ahmad, they're a husband and wife who lives in Malaysia. Juraida is a sales agent, used to be a sales agent of insurance, also joined other network marketing companies before. And Ahmad is a truck driver by night. All right, so he does not only drive the usual truck that you see, he actually drives a lorry, container type of trucks. So these huge trucks that they need to drive around Malaysia to deliver products. Okay, now this couple has 3 children. And during the time that they joined Forever Living Products, what happened to them is, even if Juraida was really good in selling in insurance, and even if she had the skills already to sell anything that would be put onto her hands, she thought that she was in the wrong company, in the wrong industry. Even when she makes a sales of 2 million, 5 million type of sales in a year, she only makes thousands of Malaysian rupees. And she said that, how come it's only like that? I sell millions, but I only earn a few thousands. It seems that it's not fair. So it come to a point wherein their income as husband and wife was not enough to sustain their family. And their youngest was still a baby. So the immediate needs of that baby was milk. And during that time, what really hit them is that they don't even have a single penny to buy milk for their youngest. So Juraida started to open up her mind to Forever Business. She was introduced to this business 2 years before she met it. And she was so skeptical. She didn't want to join. She thought that network marketing would fail her again, etc. All those bad reputation about network marketing. But when she was already on the ground, couldn't buy her son's milk, she said that it's time to give this a chance. So she met up with the person who introduced Forever Living Products, and she told that person that tell me how to do the business and I'll do whatever it takes to succeed in this business. So in 2 to 3 months, she started really earning way more than what she was earning in insurance. And Ahmad was also happy at the time because Juraida was also scared for her husband because she's not sure if she could even see her husband alive at home because he's driving all over Malaysia during the night, all right, with a very dangerous situation. And fast forward, they're now doing this business for already 5 years, and they've achieved a lot, even qualified for Eagle Manager trips, free travels, which is good for two, all expenses paid, and even had a share of the annual profit share, and their highest was 374,000 US dollars. And you would see here the difference between 2013 to 2020. Okay, so during this time, she was just using the products, she was not yet doing the business, and you would see the difference. So as you can see, she just followed the process of using the products, developing a testimony, and then she started to share, build a team, and coach their team. Now, if this couple could do it, you could definitely do it. Okay, so I hope you got inspired with this couple. And mind you, before I leave the slide, this couple don't speak straight English. So you could just imagine the language barrier they have with some of their team. But because of the will of Joraida to succeed in this business and to provide for her family and to get her husband out of that dangerous job, she was able to make it. So until today, she's one of the top distributors. Actually, she's top 2 FBO in the whole world. Okay, so in our case, we also experienced the same, especially me who was all exposed for 8 years in a job environment. I never really thought that I would be in this type of business or would be doing my own business. But because I believed in forever and I just followed what needs to be done, I just followed the simple steps, no complications, just do what is needed. We were able to transform our business in the last 13 years that actually led us to come home here in the Philippines and build our own family here, okay, at this age. So we're really, really grateful to Forever. Now, in UAE, we never really had our own car and we couldn't afford one. But because Forever Living gave us a car allowance, because we qualified for it, we were able to buy the FJ Cruiser, okay, which is the third car of my husband, because, and I'm showing it here because this is his dream car. And when we came home to the Philippines, we were able to use our car allowance in UAE to buy our own car here in the Philippines. So I think that would not be possible if it was not for Forever. And not only that, we were able to travel all over the world. You know, traveling is really a big expense. And if usually you would love to travel all over the world, you would need to really have a big cash in your hands if you would like to experience and see all these places. And that's why I meet a lot of people who also have not yet had the chance to travel. And because of Forever, we were not only able to travel, but we were able to travel for free. We did not pay any single penny on this travel. So the first travel that my husband did when he was still doing this business alone was in UK, in Italy, and I started to join him when I went to Singapore with him. So during this time, he was checked in to Marina Bay Sands, which is one of the biggest hotels in Singapore. And this whole hotel was booked by Forever Living Products during the conference. And he was also able to bring his whole family to Singapore because it was just next to Philippines. And all of us really saw how generous the company is. So they paid everything from our rooms. We stayed there for 8 days, 7 nights. We also have our own shopping allowance in a Visa card. We had our airfare paid for, our food. So everything was paid for. We just enjoyed. And then the next travel that we had was in South Africa. And here we were able to go to Joburg and Cape Town. using our allowance from Forever. So this is the Visa card that they usually give, and they would give you these badges for those who qualified for this type of incentive. And in the USA, unfortunately, my husband was not able to travel because of some commitment. But since it was good for two, I was able to bring my mother with me. So my mother was so happy because even if she has traveled to USA before, she would always spend for her own travels. But this time, I just told her, bring your passport and everything would be taken care of by Forever. So we were there, we enjoyed it for 8 days, 7 nights, and it was really amazing. In Thailand, this was our honeymoon. We considered our honeymoon because we were married. We went to Thailand a few months after our wedding, and fortunately, we also qualified for this travel. So we used it as our honeymoon, and we were there in Pattaya, and everything again was paid for. We were checked into a beautiful hotel in the islands, the top one in Pattaya, and everything was there, full board meal. We had some side trips, which was paid for and organized by Forever Living Products too. And our last travel, which is memorable, was Sweden, because this was the travel we had before the pandemic hit. And we never really imagined to go to Sweden because this was not a part of our bucket list. But when we came there, when Forever Living brought us there, we really were grateful to Forever because it's really a beautiful country and it's a whole new experience, a whole new culture. And that's something that we will not really forget. All right. So these are just some of the travels that would be given to you by Forever if you work for the business. Now, apart from that, you also could qualify for a yearly profit share. This is like a 13-month pay or a year-end bonus at the end of the year. And we've already qualified for multiple profit shares annually. So we already got 17,000 US dollars, 6,000, 8,000, 18,000 US dollars, 24,000 and 12,000 US dollars. Now, when we totaled the total company profit share alone, not adding up our monthly income, we already earned 88,000 US dollars in yearly profit share alone. And really, this has changed both of our lives 360 degrees, because this is something that I would not usually get even if I was hired in one of the biggest companies back in UAE when I was an OFW. I think even if I would work for 20 years in that company, they would not give me a gratuity as big as this. So Forever really takes a certain part of the annual profit and gives it to distributors who qualify and to enjoy this cash. So not only us have enjoyed this, there are actually thousands of Forever business owners who were given annual profit share. But just to show you some of the top distributors in certain regions, here in the Middle East, these two ladies, they got 340,000 US dollars and 405 US dollars. Wow. In France and South Africa, almost 500,000. In Italy and UK, 538,000 US dollars, 831,000 US dollars. And the top one in the Forever world is from Germany, 1.5 million US dollars. Now, if I'm going to compute that, 1.5 into Philippine peso times 50, that's around 75 million Philippine peso annual profit share alone. Now, let me ask you, if you have done this, if you have worked for a company for 25 years and you decided to leave your job or decided to stay with them, would you be paid 75 million pesos for your 25-year of service to that company? I don't think any company would pay you a 75 million peso or a 1.5 million US dollars in your 25 years of service as an annual profit share. But in Forever Living Products, that's possible. This guy is an ordinary guy. He used to work for a sports company, and his story revolved in his parents having illness, and they were just looking for natural type of solution, and they found out about the largest aloe vera company at that time, which is Forever Living Products. And then they started using it. It was good. And then he saw the business side, and then he did the business. And 25 years later, here he is, the top one FBO. He's been in the top one for so many years already. And this type of annual profit share is paid to him individually on top of his monthly income in Forever Living Products. Okay, so it might sound too good to be true because this is a huge amount of money, but trust me, if you put in the right amount of work, discipline, and professionalism in this type of business, you can actually reach this type of income. Now, what are the reasons that this company really succeed? Not only does the company and the marketing plan or compensation plan works, but also our products. Our products is a really growing market, and it's one of the top products in the whole world. We have weight management, nutritional supplements, skincare, sports and nutrition, and personal care. We have a wide product range that people are using right now. In fact, a lot of people are buying from groceries. They spend thousands in groceries just to make themselves healthy, look better, and feel better. And the good news is that those are our products. And what you would do is to just convert these people into using brand Forever. Okay. And on top of those products, Forever really sets quality standards. They always make sure that before they release a product, it's up to the quality standard. And our products are naturally derived, and scientifically advanced. There's an advisory board of highly qualified professionals who does the research and development before they release the product. Our products also have received global product awards in different countries, and we perform 1.4 million quality checks per year before we release a certain product. We don't also test it on animals. It's cruelty-free. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We were certified as the first aloe vera company with the purity of the aloe vera in our products. It's kosher approved, Islamic Society approved, halal approved, and also FDA approved. All right, so our products are safe, quality, and acceptable in 160 governments to be used by consumers. Now, our products, like I told you, is for every lifestyle, whether it's for the active or young, even for adults, and for even old age people, men, women, it's for everyone. So not only that, it's also present in globally. Even some celebrities have attested and used our products, and they loved it. And just to share with you our product testimony as husband and wife, I remember this photo was taken years back when I really had a very bad digestive problem. That's why my hormones went haywire. And when I started using the 9 days cleansing program, I was so surprised that I looked and felt a lot better in 9 days. And surprisingly, I also lost 9 kilos in 9 days. Now, my husband, on the other hand, with his obese type 2 category already, he was experiencing a lot of things like weakness. He was always catching his breath. He couldn't walk a long period of time or far distances, a lot of things that has limit on his health. But then when he started to use the products of Forever, the cleansing and the weight management, in 3 months, he was able to go down to 85 kilos. All right, so the products really work. This is also a testimony of my skin. So again, if your health is poor, your diet is poor, your digestive health, number one, is poor, your skin would show that. So here I had very dry skin, old skin, a lot of pimples. I just felt so down and I had low self-confidence. But when I started using the products of Forever until today, I noticed that my skin had really changed a lot. And I was able to sustain that by using the products. So once you become part of our team, once you start this business and become a business level or Forever business owner, you will be part of the winning team. Now, if you were invited by one of our team members, or if I invited you personally, you would be part of the winning team, and we would be working together into reaching success in Forever. So we have a certain Facebook group wherein you will be added to if you're a business level already, and you would be having schedules or exclusive access to presentations like this, product training, skills training, and you can learn a lot from different successful people in Forever. So these are just some of the trainings we used to do online, and right now is the best time to start your Forever business. Now, before I end this presentation, I would like to leave you with 3 secrets to success. So number 1 secret to become successful is to become your own boss. Earlier, I told you that if you are working for somebody or if you are working for money, you would never be as successful as you are for a lifetime. That's not sustainable. Becoming your own boss, meaning you are in control of your time, your effort, your income. You would not worry about getting laid off or having the economy affect your income and a lot of factors. If you're your own boss, you are 100% in control of your life. Number 2 is multiply your time. Always remember that if you are only working 8 hours per day or even 12 hours per day alone, working with both your 2 hands, what if one day something happens to you and you cannot work anymore? Whether it's an accident or it's a death, life and death situation, and your family is actually depending on you with the income, your children's education, your children's health, your family's health, your house rental, your insurances, or whatever expenses you have on a monthly basis. What if everything is dependent on you and you are only working with 2 hands? What will happen when you're gone? All right, so that's why leveraging is very important. In Forever Living products, if something happens to you, God forbid, you can pass on your legacy to your children or to next of kin, whether it's your husband, your wife, your mother, or your children. So whatever income you're earning in your Forever business, that will also be transferred to your family. All right, that's why it's called Forever Living products, because it's a business of forever, a lifetime. And lastly, you have to choose the right platform. You have to be very smart in choosing the right business for you. Why? Because number 1, if your business is not within the 3 mega trends, like I told you earlier, it will not work. Right now is a total different ball game. The old type of businesses is already gone. It's already been forgotten. Right now, everything has evolved online, network marketing, health and wellness industry. And that's the right platform that you should choose. Number 2, if you have these opportunities in front of you that falls in the 3 mega trends, you have to select the right company. And you have to look at the background, the people behind it, who are the owners, what type of products are there, is it unique? Are they number 1 in their type of product? All right. Or how many years have they been operating? Do they have global presence, or they're only operating in 1 country or in 5 countries? All right. So all these things you have to consider, because again, you are in control of your life. Your decision will dictate your future. So what you are doing today will actually affect your life in the next 5 years. And your life today is an effect of your decision 5 years ago. So don't waste your time. Don't look left and right, and then just start your Forever business today, especially in this time of pandemic. So if you like this business presentation, if you would like to start your Forever business today, immediately contact the person who sent you this presentation link. Tell that person that they will be your sponsor and you would like to start and get your business back so that your business will be up and running. All right, so thank you very much. Thank you for attending our business presentation, and welcome to the winning team, and hope to see you in the next trainings, and hope that you would also achieve the success like how we achieved our success in Forever. Thank you very much. Have a good night.